Hey there everyone, Dr. Nomad here, and today I'm here with something slightly different. Today we're going to take a look at something that looks like Warcraft, tastes like Warcraft, and even tries to present itself like Warcraft. Today we're going to be looking at the game Alganon Online. Alganon Online is a free-to-play WoW clone, and the game is, well, to put it shortly, it's awful. It's terrible. It makes games like a Zero Force Online look like a Martin Scorsese film in comparison. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the WoW clone, Alganon Online. Now, before we start, let's talk a little bit about what a video game, or in this case, an MMO needs in order to have an appeal to an audience of players. For this next part, I've compiled a list of what I believe an open world RPG such as this game should have. I will be using Morrowind and Vanilla WoW as an example for this. Is comparing this game to Vanilla WoW and Morrowind very fair? No. Do I give a shit? Not really. Let's go ahead and give the list a look. Let's see. The game should have a giant map or landmass. Fun but challenging at the same time. Diverse cast of unusual characters and monsters. And last but not least, Bible black porn. Without any of these, your game, or MMO for this matter, is usually not going to turn out that great. It's going to be a lot like when you asked your waifu out last week. It's just not going to turn out that great. All that's going to be left is pure pathetic sadness. Come on, Chie. Drink the bottle.
Drink the bottle, you fucking whore.
Anyway, let's get to the game we're supposed to be talking about. So we start out with a less than impressive startup menu that looks a lot like it was made in Photoshop by a first grader who was playing too much Minecraft to make anything decent. We are then told we need to pick a faction before we start. I chose the one with a fucked up looking bird and rolled the closest thing they had to a hunter on this server. And before I knew it, I was ready to be an Alganon hero. I said before I knew it, I was ready to be an Alganon hero. Goddamn fucking loading screen. After waiting for about 3 hours, I was finally able to log in. Right from the start, I could tell I was in for some real problems. First off, the UI looks like the result of stealing Warcraft's UI and mixing it with Anita Sarkeesian's last bowel movement. It looks like complete crap. Secondly, the character movement feels like a Michael J. Fox simulator. Everything feels very jaggy and the frame rate stutters a lot from time to time for no real reason. And don't get me started on these NPCs. They all sound like broken robots.
Hail! Hail! Hail!
Also, what is up with this mini-map? I can't tell just what the hell this broken mess is trying to convey. So after clumsily completing and turning in the first quest, it's off to the portal to take us to the first starting zone. I pick up my first quest and experience some serious deja vu. Can't put my finger on it, but I feel like I've played this before. I turn it in and wander over to Goldshire and pick up a few more quests. It's then that I notice the mount vendor. The mount I have to look forward to is a donkey. Yeah.
Tonight, you.
The next quest had me down by the river killing crocs for that croc cock. This is when I started getting a really bad feeling about this game. Were all these quests just going to be kill and gather quests? Did the programmers even think to add any variation or any different gameplay to Alganon? Or were they just like, fuck it, it's Friday night, and I'm off for the weekend, I can't be bothered with any of it. Fuck it. After getting maxed out on croc cock, it was on to another, you guessed it, killing and gathering quest. So I finished the quest and headed back to Goldshire to turn in my quests and ding level 3. I was sad to find out that I still couldn't afford a donkey. Oh well, it was probably never meant to be. So then it was off across the lake to where I'm told I need to kill some ghosts and zombies, and oh boy, that got old really fast. These zombies sound like complete and utter retards. I mean, just take a listen to this shit. So after about 5 minutes of complete and utter ear rape, I turned in the quest, and now I'm told I need to defeat the menace known as Maggot Head. Within 2 minutes of doing this quest, I die and I'm sent to the graveyard. You know, this looks kind of similar to another game I may have played. Can't put my finger on it. Speaking of things that look a lot like another game we may have played, take a look at the class trainers. It looks like a copy and paste of the trainers from Warcraft. I mean, just no originality whatsoever. And another thing, what the fuck is it with the mobs in this game? They're so poorly placed that I'm constantly forced to run, just so I'm not killed over and over and over again. So I do some more boring kill and gather quests and finally ding level 4. So now is as good as time as any, I suppose, to re-challenge Maggot Head. After killing Maggot Head, I was tasked with the worst quest I've done since I started playing this stupid fucking game. Again, no creativity, no originality, just let's run to one end of the map all the way to the other end. Fuck. Just fast forward this shit. So, I finally had it with the quest, and I decided to just grind mobs. I dinged level 5 and decided that I had just had enough. This game wasn't worth it. It doesn't take a brain surgeon to see what a mess this game is. Flawed quest, awful pathfinding, a UI built by raging cucklords. This game is a coder's worst nightmare. For a brief moment I thought I might be a little rough on how I was judging this piece of shit of a game. So I asked my buddy Hamsterwheel for his reaction and thoughts on this game.
Here we go. Alganon. Great resolution, by the way. Totally HD.
Oh yeah, of course. You know, it's funny that even though this is the second time we're watching this trailer, it's still just as bad as first.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh, look at that day and night cycle. God damn.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Strangled Reveal. Fairless. What was that? Oh yeah, Swamp of Sorrows. Oh, the slog.
Oh, the slog. That's what they call it here. And not Westfall.
No, not Westfall.
Not Westfall.
Not Thousand Needles. Here we have it.
Look at that badass. Look at that.
Look at that.
None of this is exciting so far. None of this.
No.
I mean, like, it's just boring. That's still funny.
Still that fucking animation.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
It's so fucking lazy.
Look at that epic muscle stretching animation. Oh my god, that cost us 10 grand at least.
Real world physics. Like, it's just like they act like this is all new, like all a new thing, and it's not. And I know this game came out in 2009, but this honestly looks like it came out in fucking 2001.
Dude, 2009 is when Wrath of the Lich King came out. And
yeah,
the original World of Warcraft vanilla trailer was much more exciting than this shit. I mean, as I said the first time we recorded, you have a trailer of an MMO, and all you record are the zones, and then one character, or one mob, a skeletal warrior, ooh, fucking original. And then your own character with the most awkward and cheap fucking running animation.
I'm gonna watch this, guys. I'm gonna watch from one end of the map.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run from one end of the map all the way to another end of the map.
You see that? You see this weird walking dude? It looks like he's got arthritis. That could be you. Play this game.
Check that shit out, motherfuckers.
I want to be that guy. Jesus Christ, it's fucking terrible.
To make things short, guys, this game is absolutely terrible and deserves to be mocked for the piece of shit that it is. Do yourself a favor. Play a good game instead, guys. Even as a joke, this game just isn't worth checking out. Unless you're the type of guy who enjoys playing the SNES port of Doom and likes to torture themselves. So, some of you may be asking, Dr. Nomad, whatever happened to your character? And to answer that, I just couldn't do it anymore. I thought level 5 was as good as time as any to put my character out of her misery. I walked through the empty, playerless ghost town of a capital city this game had, to the edge of a cliff, and decided to end it all. Good night, my badly coded princess.